Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. In this video we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 figures, in particular Spider-Man 2099. Now previously from Marvel Legends we had a Spider-Man 2099 figure in 2015, 2017 and then again as part of the retro waves in 2021 I believe. This is the version from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. Now, after, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the after credits scene, we did see Spider-Man 2099 make an appearance. It, of course, is Miguel O'Hara, if you're familiar with the character from the comic books. I don't want to give too much away because I'm really interested to see what they do with him in the film. But he has a very iconic, very favoured costume. A lot of people do like the Spider-Man 2099 story, the costume, the character. It's a good one. Let's put it that way. It's definitely a good one. Now, as I said, Marvel Legends have done the Spider-Man 2099 figure 3 times previously, and it has always been a very sought after figure. So when they announced that they were doing it again as part of the Across the Spider-Verse wave, people got excited. However, when he was released, there was a few people that were disappointed because the proportions on him are very different. Now, I would argue that these proportions are a little bit more comic book accurate because, you know, that oversized torso, those thinner legs, the really over accentuated kind of spikes coming out of his forearms. He comes with 2 alternate hands, which are open palm hands. Now, the only thing I will say is there's no kind of claw hands, which is a shame because in the comic books he does have kind of a more of a claw hand, but maybe in the movie he's not going to have that. Who knows? I'm really loving these really massive spikes. His kind of web cape as well is a really nice kind of mix of red and clear. I'll tell you what, let me grab one of the other figures. I've got one of them at hand and I actually don't know which one this is. I think this might be the most recent one. I think this is the one from the retro waves. But just so that you can see the difference between the comic book version that was released in Marvel Legends and this one that is part of the movie wave, I'm going to grab that. But I just think he looks really cool. I'm loving the blue, I'm loving the red. He really stands out, and if I put this figure next to him you can see I don't know, it's just, it doesn't look as good, I don't think, in my opinion. I mean, it's a great figure and I prefer the look of the original one, if that makes sense. I prefer the balance of him and everything, but I just think this new one really stands out. The colours really pop. The design on his mask, the kind of symbolism on his mask really stand out. The emblem on his chest is really over the top and massive, and even down to the web cape as well really stands out. Now, as I said, the one really disappointing thing about it is that he doesn't have the claw hands as I've got displayed here. I'm pretty sure this is the one from the retro waves, so I really am. But yeah, I mean, each to their own. I'm really pleased that Spider-Man 2099 is going to be involved in some kind of movie aspect in the respect of being involved in this animation. He's a character I've loved reading comic books of, and I'm pretty pleased with this as a figure. I mean, it does go on my shelf with the other ones, and I would go as far as saying if you haven't got a 2099, because it's from a different kind of timeline and everything, this could work in your Spider-Man display, but he does stand head and shoulders above a regular Spider-Man 6-inch figure, as you just saw. But there is no denying the design on this figure is really nice. It's really crisp, and his legs don't seem that thin. The little bits on his boots are sculpted. The actual emblem, there's kind of sculpting that goes into it as well. It's all, of course, pinless. Overall, it's just a really nice figure. I really, really do like it. Yeah, I can't wait to see what he does in the movie. But yeah, the actual wave, this particular wave, has had people divided because it is very stylized and in keeping with the animation. But I think you've got to give credit to Hasbro and Marvel Legends for doing that. It would have been very easy to have just kind of put the costume designs on the figures that they already had, but instead they've gone out and they've sculpted these new figures that are in keeping with the movie, that look the part, and you know, maybe they don't fit in with your regular collection, but me personally, I display them as a kind of a shelf on their own because this is my Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse kind of collection. And the fact that this movie has been split into 2 parts means that we are going to get another wave of figures. Of course we are. Do check out my channel for the other 5-minute figure reviews. And of course, please do like, share, subscribe, and all of those things. All supports the channel is very much appreciated. See you soon.